Okay, the pen to your story is in your hands. And I promise you, even if those words don't sound so deep, they are more powerful than you can ever imagine. Now, what do I mean by that? The pen to your story is in your own hands. What I mean, point blank, is every day you wake up is an opportunity to reinvent yourself, to recreate yourself, and to really put on the page who you want to become and who you would like to remember yourself as later in life, and then also tell the stories of who you were to people later in your life as well. Think of it real simply, okay? When you wake up tomorrow, everything you do will be creating the memories that you will relive in a year, in 2 years, in 5 years, in 10 years. The more things that you can possibly do in a year that fulfill you and just have a great time and help you feel better in here and in here, those are what puts on the pages that you remember forever. Okay, the memories you think about it right now. Memories that you make that you think of forever, they don't have to be extravagant things. They can be simple things like having a good laugh with a friend, going out to eat with somebody. Something's real simple. It just is that you're doing something that makes you feel fulfilled, and in the end, it's a memory that is stamped on that page forever. You're writing that in all capitals. What I mean also too is some people in life, it's kind of how life's kind of taught to us this way. The circumstances you're in, you're kind of stuck there forever. That you can't really get out. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the money you make, it's hard to improve. The economic status you're in, it's hard to improve. The people in your life, it's hard to change. It's hard to move. Things you want to do, oh, that's unobtainable. Oh, that's too hard. Don't try. It's too hard. It's too much. It's too different. It's too scary. And it's kind of how they trap you in this box where you're stuck doing the same thing, or you're stuck feeling, not like your authentic self. You're stuck kind of being this watered down, diluted version of yourself. When in reality, you're thinking in your head like, man, I want to go be doing this, or I want to go try this and go here. And it's kind of this internal, just bad mentality that gets taught on us that makes you think, like, if you love to travel, go travel. If you're interested in asking someone out, go ask them out. If you want to go talk to that person, go talk to that person. If you want to go get into weightlifting, if you want to go into the gym, if you want to get into running, do it. Because it doesn't matter what people think of, because that's the same thing. In 20 years, those people won't be here to relive that story. It'll be just you and whoever's in your life and your close circle. But it's not going to be the random people that are judging you in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you think about 10 years ago, the people that are in your life 10 years ago, for the most part, outside of some people, they're not there now. It's like if you're so worried about changing yourself for who they are, you're living a life for them, not a life for yourself. And life is for you. Not to live selfishly, but life is for you to find the purpose and the meaning that helps you then reflect that on others. Because if you can't be happy yourself, how are you ever going to make other people happy? If you can't find joy in here and joy in here, it's very hard to then carry a positive demeanor to reflect to other people, because eventually you run out of gas. You can't sustain that because it's so difficult on you. It's so difficult on your well-being. I think the way to really fix that is to get out of the box of worrying what other people are thinking, what other people want you to do, and just do your own thing. Find your own passions, find your own fulfillments. Really think, really stay with yourself. Have some mental time where you're just you and you by yourself. Chatting it up. You're having a good time thinking about where you want to be tomorrow, where you want to be in 5 years, but then also where do you want to be today? What stepping stone can you cross today that will then allow you to get to where you want to be? But then how can you also make meaningful memories while you're there? How can you enjoy this day while making the next day also enjoyable? I think that's how it is, because we think of things like New Year's resolutions, 2025. I want to do this in 2025. I want to do this. Long-term goals are great. I mean, if there's growth, there's growth. You can never take your wins when you can get your wins. Growth is amazing. However, though, we get so caught up on 2025 that we forget about the day. I'm recording this video January 8th. Focus on winning January 8th. And if you're watching this on January 9th, focus on winning January 9th. Because it's never the years that count. I mean, the years count, but what makes the year count is having good days. I think that every day you wake up, it's a battle. Do you win? Do you lose? And we're playing a sport here, so you're going for, you want above 500. You want more good days than you want bad days. You want to be winning most of the battles, because if you can win most days, you win the year. That's how it is. And then if you can win most years, you'll win the decade. And if you can win most decades, you'll win your life. Because life's in seasons, as I mentioned. Not every day will be a good day. Not every year will be a good year. But if we can slowly but surely, gradually knock off wins here and there, take what we can get, when we look back in 40 years, we'll be happy with where we are, and we'll have plenty of stories to tell. Because like I said, the pen is in your hands today. You are writing today the stories of tomorrow, the stories of next year, the stories of 10 years. So the key is just remember that power that God gave you. God gave you so much power. Because sometimes it feels like we're insignificant, we're powerless. That's kind of the world likes to tell us. But that can be more farther from the truth. The truth is, we wake up every day with purpose, with meaning, and with the ability to change and the ability to make big things happen in our lives and other people's lives. Because if every single person can unify to really just be determined to lock in and do what they need to do for their own fulfillment and also for their well-being and their success, the world's going to change. The world's going to change in a great way. And that's what we got to do. But first, you got to take care of yourself. If everyone takes care of themselves, if everyone does their job, everything's great. So worry about here, win the day, win the battle. And then keep writing that story. Make great stories. Stories you can tell with smiles on your faces in 20 years, 40 years. I mean, everyone's goal, one day we'll have grandkids, if not grandnieces, grandnephews, whatever. And, you're going to need stories to tell them. You don't want to tell them about how, oh, I was so drunk at this bar one time and this, that. You want to tell them things that make you smile, make you happy to reflect upon, like your passions, I traveled here, I did this. I met this person. I was married to this person. I was in love right here. I had love with this person. I had love with my family. I had a close family unit. Everything was great. I was really big into the sport. I was really big into the gym. This, that. There's so many things that life is an endless world of things you can try, things you can do, and things you can fall in love with, people you can fall in love with. So that's what I'm saying. You got to realize how much power you have because you can wake up and make tomorrow way different than today. You can get that next day way different. And you just find the path and you keep stacking up the wins, like I said, and then you're on a great path. So remember that. I want you to remember that power you have. Every day you can change what you want to do. Feel like you're trending in the wrong direction, stop that train, flip it around on them tracks, and go towards positivity, go towards success. I wish everyone success, I wish everyone blessings. Let's make this year great, but like I said, let's make today great. Make the day you're watching this video great. Change it for the better. Win tomorrow, win the day after that. Let's win this week, let's win this month, and let's win this goddamn year. See you guys.